All right, we're live. Welcome to Bacon
hey
Bits.
everyone.
So welcome to the Professor. I think we're at episode, I want to say 8. I think I skipped one somewhere in the numbering. I think I went from like 5 to 7, or I'm not sure how that happened. I'm still expecting Daddy Warpig at some point. I don't know where he is. He hasn't responded to anything in about 24 hours. Pretty rare for him. He usually gets right back to me whenever, and I'm still expecting Ralph and Laugh Reader.
Okay.
Ralph is currently embroiled in a battle with a Black Lives Matter supporter on Twitter, so I don't know. I don't know.
I saw that. She posted some private information, something like that.
I think so, and I think she's a councilwoman or she's somewhere. I don't know. She's a state official of some sort. So he's going back and forth.
It's okay when they dox people. It's just not okay when the wrong people dox people.
Right, and I think Ralph's extra pissed off because now I don't know what he did, so I'm not going to say he didn't deserve it. I have no idea what he did, but I know Deadwing Duck was removed from Twitter yesterday. His account completely killed. It wasn't just paused; it was dead. And he tried to pick up an alt account. I know someone reported him, and he tried to pick up an alt account which was called Sicko Nerd or something like that, and that also, yeah. That is also dead this morning. It was also dead. So they're chasing him around and keeping him off of Twitter. And, you know, I hate to make the bad amputee joke, but as the guy on Twitter said earlier, Deadwing Duck got the hook.
Oh, that's mean. Yeah.
So he's gone. He's gone. I don't know what he did, but he's gone.
He pasted some head on. I heard he photoshopped a head onto some picture. And the person complained.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds egregious.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully we'll find out more. I think on my timeline, some people are telling me this person that he was attacking was a pedophile. And just because he pasted that person's picture, they canceled his account. But it could be something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into any pedophile stuff because I just don't know if, and you know, I hate to accuse somebody of things that's a serious charge. So I don't know what he did, but in any event, he's gone. And my Twitter list grows. My band Twitter list grows. Every time I check follow, unfollow, there's more. It seems like the band hammer's coming down a lot lately. I've got 6 or 7. It seems like a week that just drop out and they're no longer there, and it tells me that 5 accounts were suspended on this list. So
now, kind of ridiculous. Who's getting suspended, though? You saw the one with Adam Baldwin, right? Where he said Gamergators were more joyous, better looking.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, and he is.
Oh, that's right, we did.
Yeah, he was right. He wasn't wrong. Obviously.
Yeah.
So to prove their point, they go around and get people banned, I guess. That's all right. I don't know. It makes sense to them somehow. So anyway, we've got
who they have in support that's backing them up, because they really are selective about who they.
Oh, it's no question they have someone in support. There's no question. Yeah. I've seen too many Gamergators suspended for questionable reasons.
Right.
And their terms of service, from what I've read, aren't really that subject to interpretation. They seem pretty clear, crystal clear. And the way they're enforcing them, however, does not seem to be crystal clear. It seems like they're trying to go with some kind of loose interpretation of the rules. And so I don't know what Twitter's up to. I think clearly there's an SJW or there's an anti somewhere. But there's no question that they're not very consistent in the way they're enforcing these bans. If they Adam Baldwin should have told you that right away. That was absurd.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's an alternate out there. I think it's Twitter or nothing right now.
Yep.
Unless you want to code one, Professor. You got the Christmas break.
No, that's too much work. But watch. Someone does come up with an alternative, and everyone's going to switch just like that.
Well, it's the free market always wins, right?
That's right.
So if they piss off enough people and they keep throwing the ban hammer down, then somebody eventually will come up with something, and we'll move over to that. Now, as for the late start today, this is the second week in a row I've had some technical troubles with this Google Hangout. I don't know why or what's going on, but I launch it and then it stutters and then doesn't want to let anyone into the chat, and then it doesn't want to let me talk, and then I can't hear somebody. And this week it might have been your mic when you came on. I couldn't hear you, but for a whole host of other reasons. All right,
you're on the air. Welcome to episode 4 of BaconBits. We have...
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, see, this Google Hangout's a little rough for me. I mean, it doesn't... It works okay for the most part, but I do have hiccups and problems with it. And you know something? I like the fact that it goes straight to YouTube, but I preferred the DLC show and it went right to iTunes and people could just download it and listen to it on the way home or in their cars or whatever. Because we seemed like we picked up a lot more people when it was available that way than we have now. I mean, we did have a good week last week. I think picked up some subscribers, had about 160 listens.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Like triple what we started with. So, you know, it's getting there every week. So, you know what, though? Let me let people know, too. The email address still is BaconBits6000.
Let me mute this.
Like triple.
There you go.
BaconBits6000 at gmail.com is still the email address. There is going to be a newsletter coming. I want to talk a little bit about that because, you know, I'll be listening to feedback and trying to come up with a newsletter that, you know, we get some guest columns like the professor and hopefully Daddy Warpig, and I'll write some, and Kay Nels has said she will write some. So we're gonna get that going, and I'm not gonna start sending it out. The link to it is on my profile on Bacon Man Lives. If you can't find the link and you want a direct link to it, email me at baconbit6000 at gmail.com and I'll send you the direct link. I'm not gonna get it cranked up until I get, you know, 15, 20 subscribers probably, because I'm not going to just sit around and write a newsletter for 2 or 3 people. But when we have a decent amount of people logged in and subscribed, and then I'll send it out. I know Ralph is gonna hawk it for me later, so hopefully we'll get that going. In addition to that, I'm going to try to find a way. Professor and I are going to talk about this offline, but eventually, probably not tonight, but I am going to try to find a way to get this thing into a more usable podcast format. And unfortunately, that entails subscriptions to internet radio stations and things that cost money. So I'm considering ways to raise money. There should be some ads running on the show now if you listen to it back later, but it's not because I'm a greedy fuck. It's just because I'd like to get this show into a more usable format. And as much as I love you guys, I'm not going to go into the red to do it. So you can donate on the YouTube page. I have gotten some direct messages and some public messages about maybe getting a Patreon going, which I am semi-reluctant to do. But the fact is, I don't really need that much. I mean, if I was to do it, I would be asking for just enough to get like like I said, a server on one of those internet radio stations that I can take phone calls on. And I've looked into them before, and they limit the number of guests. They limit the show to about 20 minutes. And if you want to export it out to iTunes instantly, that's an additional, you know, a couple of bucks. So, I mean, if I can raise the funds to do that and improve the show, I will. The newsletter is free, though. That's you know, not going to cost anything. I mean, maybe someday you'll see an ad in it or something. I mean, that's pie in the sky that'll ever happen. But if it did, you know, that'll be why. Because the newsletter is free to a point. After a certain limit, you know, you hit the subscriber limit, and then they start charging you to blast those out too. So all the stuff I want to do, which frankly, professors, the things I wanted to do with the DLC show before was to grow it a little bit. And
yeah, it's too bad that that went down for some strange reason. Oh, hey, that Jay Obrien, isn't that your friend?
Yes.
He's on YouTube. He said, "Am I on?" Did you send him the link?
No, I'll send him the link right now. Oh my goodness! Good thing operating Google Hangouts was not a question on Jeopardy this week.
Hey, now we only have 2 listeners. Christian's one of them.
Oh my God! I didn't ask you for any money, you cheap fucks. I just said maybe someday. Jay, here comes the link, buddy. It's in your direct messages, so hit it and jump on. There's Ralph in my replies. He forgot he was on.
Did you send the YouTube link out?
Oh, fuck. Did I? No, I didn't. No,
I mean
No, I just invited
so
Jay.
People can watch. I'll send it.
Nora is asleep. Ralph is finishing a post, and he'll hop on after. So we still have Ralph.
Okay.
We still have Ralph to look forward to. So Professor, until Jay sorts this out, maybe I should go into the chat here because it seems like every time I do that, though, I get like a volume thing. And well, there we go. Except when you're the maker of Depression Quest. I'm not trying to be... definitely not trying to be greedy, and I don't have any delusions of grandeur about this, that I'm going to make money on this show, but I don't want to spend any money to do it either. I just want to make it better and more enjoyable for everyone, and I want to do that without dipping into my own pocket, because maybe I'm not greedy, but I am cheap. Let's just call it that, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Professor, we had a busy week in the SJW training camp world. Did you see? It's tough to even know where to start with these clowns, but as of my
your
weekly,
friend flipped you off.
Jay.
Yeah, I'm here. Fine. I'm here finally.
All right, we have Jay Obrien. Here is Jay.
All right.
Jay, welcome to Jay Obrien. He had an enjoyable turn on Jeopardy this past Monday evening, where he got to meet Alex Trebek and hang out in California. And I suppose, Jay, how long has it been a dream of yours to get on Jeopardy anyway? I mean, I've known you for quite a while, and I didn't know that was a thing that you were to.
I don't know. I've always been the trivia. I've always been the trivia person. So, I mean, I guess you can say as long as Jeopardy's ever been on, which I think is about 32 years now. So, like I said, I guess it's been a dream for that long. So, I mean, I've been eligible for probably about 22 of those 32 years. So, yeah, probably about that long.
Wow, what are you using? What tablet are you using? Because you're crystal clear.
I'm using a Samsung Tab 3.
Wow, because your audio is coming through great.
Oh, hey, guess maybe everyone should use these then.
No, we're Mac only on this show, right, Professor? He accidentally.
That's no way, PC.
So Jay, tell me a little bit about your experience, okay? What was the process to get on the show?
Well, first thing you have to do is they do an online test about once every year. Actually, I believe the next one is around the end of next month. I think I took mine like either somewhere in like late winter or early spring last year. They just give you about 50 questions in a row, and you have about 15 or so seconds to answer each one. And after that, your test just kind of goes into the ether somewhere, and pretty much if you do well enough on the test, then they'll call you. They do probably about a dozen in-person auditions all over the country. So usually up in this part of the country, they'll send you to like Boston or New York or something like that. And so if you do well on the test, then you go to those in-person auditions. And when you get there, you have to take another test. I guess it's just kind of a make sure you didn't cheat on the first one. And then, like I said, you play a few practice games with some other people that are there for the audition, and the producers. They do a little brief personal interview about yourself for about 2 minutes, and then you're done. So.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. So you get a producer. A producer comes in. You don't meet Trebek right away.
No, not at the audition. Oh God, no. Trebek. That was the secret about it. No, Trebek works about 2 days a week, so which is not bad for I think whatever the 7 or 8 figure salary that he makes. So no, at the auditions they send around like either the producers or the contestant coordinators. It's a team of about 4 or 5 people that just travel around the country to these auditions, and Trebek. You don't see Trebek till the final steps.
Hey,
so.
Let me just add, if you would rather, if you're more comfortable, you can kill the camera. It doesn't really make a difference here. We're just basically audio anyway, but
okay.
It's up to you. It doesn't matter to me.
I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. So,
Professor, stop muting yourself. Why are you muting yourself? Jesus Christ. What's going on? Oh, you got feedback, huh? All right. Well,
Yeah, since I'm not using a microphone, when your audio comes through my speaker, you get feedback, so I mute it.
so we have a comment on YouTube. He says, "I guess for $500 vertical, what's the wrong orientation for your camera? Was not on the board." Is Trebek real or is he a hologram, Jay?
Oh yeah, the man is very much real. So he.
How is he? Is he nice? Was he nice to you?
Yeah, honestly, you know, I'm guessing you were watching on Monday. He actually, the show that I did, this was his first one, I think. This is his first show coming back off of knee replacement surgery, which, as bad as it sounds enough, I mean, the guy's 75 years old, so...
Wow, is he that old?
Yeah,
He looks better than me.
Oh, yeah, honestly, you should, I mean... They brought him out they brought him out during rehearsal because obviously, you know, on a normal show he likes to walk around and, you know, he'll take questions from the audience during breaks, and then it was so different. They had he basically just had to sit in his chair the entire show, and when
it's like Weekend at Bernie's. It's like when they get Bernie Sanders up to the podium.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, but this was pretty much what it was like. He came out during rehearsal. You know, he came out in his street clothes, and it was like he was living in like an assisted living facility. He had three assistants like helping him around everywhere, and they had to find a spot, put his chair and make sure that he was comfortable because he was going to be sitting there for probably several hours at a time. So, he did not look like the Alex Trebek you see on TV when he came out for rehearsal. But when the show actually started, I mean, just bam, he was like, had that game show voice and that game show look that you see on TV. So,
well, I think what everyone wants to know, what the professor wants to know. Professor, go ahead and ask him your question.
Yeah. First of all, congratulations on being on Jeopardy.
Thanks a lot.
But the question on everyone's mind is, could you beat Arthur Chu? Do you know who that is?
God. Not a lot of people could beat Arthur Chu. So, it was just
really good.
He is. I mean, he could be a bit of a douchebag online, and I actually have there's a secondhand story I could also pass along about him. I heard from one of the other contestants, but I mean,
do it.
the guy is, bottom line, the guy is bright as hell, and I think he won like 11 games in a row. So he is as good as and I don't know, he was. I don't know, people were giving him credit for changing how Jeopardy was played, and honestly, nothing he did on that show hadn't ever been done had been done plenty of times before. But everyone just thinks that he's the one who came up with everything. So Arthur Chu was good. If I couldn't beat the two people I was on with, I could never beat Arthur Chu, unfortunately.
Yes, Professor Jay came in third. He was repping my hometown in upstate New York, small hometown. Which I guess since if you just went back and watched the show and they introduce him, they'll say where he's from. So I guess I just doxed myself.
No, they don't.
But at least he made it. We probably couldn't make it to Jeopardy.
I think you probably could, Professor.
No, the people that know trivia are really good.
Well, I mean,
so
come on, Jake, give me some dirt. Was he? Did someone tell you that Chu was a douchebag, or what happened?
Yeah, come on,
actually,
give me some dirt.
Somebody like one of the other competitors. Obviously, they tape an entire week of episodes in one day. So, one person was telling me that he had come and visited, or he was hosting their local bar trivia league one night, and I think he made a comment of something like, I'm the only one here who's ever smelled Alex Trebek. and everyone there just kind of rolls their eyes at him.
Well, he is a creepy fuck. You can tell he's creepy.
Yeah, and I could only think of it like he's basically that. He's like the Jeopardy version of that jock you knew in high school. That
he's good, but nobody likes him.
Yeah, he was that. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. He was that Jeopardy version of that jock you went to high school with, and then he'd come back at a class reunion and still expecting you to love him for how great he was back then. So that's pretty. He's like the Jeopardy version of that guy.
So let me ask you this, Jay. You had some categories on there that you didn't seem to care for. What?
Well, say that again.
I said, are you having a seizure? What's going on over there?
No, I don't know. It's on your end of things. I got the nice Samsung here. Go ahead with that question again. Sorry.
If there's anything jumpy going on over here, I want everyone to know it's Time Warner business class internet that I have here. I pay a fucking fortune for it, and it does tend to drop in and out for some stupid reason, but if you want to go on Twitter and yell at Time Warner, I would have no issues with that at all.
All right, back to the question again.
All right, the question was, you seem to hit some categories that you didn't particularly care for on the show. You mentioned literature wasn't your strong suit, and there was an entire category on literature, right?
Oh yeah, there always is, and I mean, I think I was fortunate enough to know one of them. I did cram up on a couple titles and authors before I left, and I did remember that. Thankfully, I did remember that Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote Tarzan, so I was fortunate to get that one. But otherwise, I was. You know what?
Professor hasn't seen the show, Jay. So let me ask him the final Jeopardy question, because I'm trying to remember what it was. I know what the answer to it was, but I didn't have even a guess. Do you remember how they phrased that question?
I can.
Listen up, Professor.
Give me a second here.
Yeah, I'm not good with trivia.
Okay. Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to pull. There's actually a great archive site. It's jarchive.com, and you can look up any. You can literally look up the clues from any episode of Jeopardy, pretty much ever. And
did you use that to practice?
Yes, I did. Dan and I being residents of the same state, we always had, like, when we were in high school, we always had these standardized tests every year that you pretty much, the way to study for them, whereas if you just took like a book of all the past exams given over like the past 5 or 10 years, you would be able to pretty much figure out what was going to be on the next upcoming test. So
yeah, they were the little red Barron's Regents exam books.
Oh yeah. Okay, here was Final Jeopardy,
all right,
and
Professor, here we go. You ready?
Okay. I was dreading this because the category was publishing. Okay, Dan, you said you didn't know this?
No, I didn't know it.
Okay, all right. Listen up here. It says, in 1927, the publishers of the Modern Library widened its scope and took this name, meant as a joke about how it would select titles.
What?
Yeah, I didn't even have a guess. Now, I'll say this: all three of them got the answer, which surprised the crap out of me because I couldn't even guess it.
It surprised me. It surprised me too. And here's this stupid little game that people who really, really like Jeopardy like playing this game, and they always they'll put up the category for before the break, and what the Super Jeopardy fans like to do is they try to guess what the answer is before the question pops up. And I never heard of doing that, but I actually did that here, and it worked.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And no guesses, or any guesses in the chat there, or?
I don't see any guesses in the chat.
No guesses? Okay. It was what is Random House?
Yeah. I had no clue, man. I had no idea.
Dan, I thought, didn't you work in publishing, Dan?
Oh, I work in marketing. I never worked in publishing.
Marketing? No. I was going to say, I thought that was your field. I thought...
If I worked in publishing, I'd be a lot richer than I am right now.
But yeah, it was... I mean,
I wouldn't be asking for Patreons, I can tell you that.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, I had two really great competitors, and I mean, that was just everything was just a perfect storm for a Jeopardy loss. I had two really strong contestants, and then pretty much every category that I'm good at basically never came up at all. I think, like I said, I teach the physical sciences. Nothing came up in chemistry and physics. I think there was a little bit of biology in there. I'm good at history. I'm good at sports. I'm good at geography, and I'm good at government. And I think I did have a brief little flurry in Double Jeopardy where there was a Double Jeopardy category on World War I, and I was just going on a really good run through that category. That was actually all three of us got Final Jeopardy right, and each one of us got the double. Each one of us got a daily double during the course of the game, and all of us got the daily doubles right too. So, I mean, we were just I sucked at about everything else of that game, but daily double and Final Jeopardy was definitely my saving grace in that game, because I had about...
We're still wondering where we can watch Jeopardy. The rerun, you mean, of Jay's show? I don't know where you could watch the rerun of the show.
Well,
how bad did you get beat, Jay? You didn't get beat badly, it sounds like.
No, I didn't. I finished... I had 3,800 going into Final Jeopardy. I was behind most of the game, and later on I was pretty much just throwing haymakers, guessing, making wild random guesses at things I really didn't know about to try to get back in the game, and it didn't quite work out the way I had hoped. So I had about 3,800. I had 3,800 going into Final Jeopardy, and I bet everything minus $1. So I figured, I'm like, the category was publishing, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. I'm like, I'll like I said, I'll bet almost everything, and I'll come away with $1 left, and that dollar will have all my dignity left in it.
Well, we were all pulling for you, Jay. We were pulling for you here, and me and my brother and his wife and Kate were watching, and we saw the final answers come up. We knew that the other guys got it right, so you didn't have a... Yeah,
honestly, I knew Liz, who owns a cosmetics store in Pittsburgh. She was the champion of the show. I knew if she had bet... I knew she wasn't dumb, so she finished with $15,000, and the other girl, Shoshana, she finished with $10,000. So I knew at the very worst that Liz wasn't going to bet. She was going to bet $1. She was going to bet 5,001, and I knew exactly. I didn't even have to look over or even ask her. I knew how much she was going to bet. So
right. Did you get to keep all that money?
No, jeez. This is honestly.
Like, how much do you get paid for something like that?
I only got $1,000 for third place. Yeah, I got $1,000 for third place. It was basically, and that money was pretty much spent before my plane took off to go out there. So.
I just want to interject here for the dozen or so listeners we have. I just got a message. Ralph Retort will be coming on any second now, so we're looking forward to Ralph popping in here again. So tweet your friends and retweet and let everyone know that Ralph is coming on.
All right.
Because I know no one likes to miss Ralph, and if they don't hear it now, they'll hear it on the replay. So, Jay, you're welcome to stick around. I think that's all we got on Jeopardy. We're probably going to move on to a couple other topics here, but if you want to stick around, you can. If you want to take off, you can.
No, I'm going to take off. I got other matters. I got Christmas crap to attend to here. So.
All right, Jay. Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah,
Later.
Congratulations again. That's great.
Right. Thanks, Professor. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Jay. All right, so that was Jay Obrien. He's last Monday's Jeopardy contestant. Now we have Ralph coming in here any second now, so we should be picking things up. But before Ralph jumps in,
see, I thought that you got to keep your money. I'm really disappointed in Jeopardy now.
I am a little bit disappointed too. I thought you got to keep your money.
Do you still hear me, Dan? Or?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jay.
Oh yeah, you get 1,000 for third place, and you get 2,000 for second place, and then only the winner gets to keep what they won.
Man.
So yeah, there's, and you pretty much can't say no, because it's, they're like, oh, you don't want to go on? Guess what? Here's a list of about 100 more people who do want to come on.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Yeah, you got to be on TV, but yeah, that doesn't cover your plane fare and your hotels and all the other expenses.
Yeah, but like I said, I wouldn't have traded in for anything. So I was gonna say I probably got more. No one was more interested in me than ever, other than Monday night. So it was.
Jay's a physics teacher, professor, so he doesn't get a lot of cool kid kind of exposure.
Yeah, I bet all the girls want him now.
That's going to be Indiana Jones style in his class, where they blink and it says, I love you. All right, Jay, thanks for popping in, buddy.
Hey, talk to you later. Bye.
All right, later. So let's see. We got Professor. Let's hit SJW training camps real quick. We have time.
Sure.
What do we have going on? We have Florida University of Florida professor who's decided that saying Happy Holidays is not inclusive enough. They already banned Merry Christmas from Florida University of Florida. Merry Christmas, Christmas presents, Christmas parties, Christmas decorations, that's all banned. So the staff was advised to say Happy Holidays, and then a professor there decided that Happy Holidays is not inclusive enough. So because there are some people who don't celebrate a holiday at all, so being the SJW she has decided that the best thing that you can say on campus to include everyone is Happy Federal Holiday. So
saying federal makes a big difference, huh?
Because it's federal, because I guess it just implies it's just a day off to some. Who knows how they think or what the hell's wrong with these people. That was the University of Florida. Then we have coming out of Maine, a high school teacher, or I'm sorry, a sixth grade teacher who was told she had to remove her Hello Kitty Christmas tree that she's had in her classroom for 20 years.
Why?
The principal made her take it down.
Offensive to dog lovers? Is that it?
I don't really know. I guess because even though it was pink, it could still be interpreted as a Christmas tree, and
okay.
So it had to come down because it could be interpreted as a religious symbol. So she goes to Facebook and she said she's not even trying to make a political statement. She just thinks it's, quote, really sad that we have become as a society that in wanting to be tolerant, we have actually become extremely intolerant of everything. So
yeah, I mean, it's kind of strange. It's not. I mean, she doesn't have a display of the manger. It's just a Christmas tree, right?
Right.
And it has Hello Kitty,
it
has anime connotations. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And you know what is even worse is that the SJW definition of inclusivity is this: if there is 32 kids in a classroom and 31 of them celebrate Christmas and one of them does not, then no one can celebrate Christmas. That's how they view inclusivity. What it is, as we've said before, it's tyranny of the minority, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. There were also students who tried to who were presented a petition to ban the song "Merry Christmas" because it's racist overtones, and they signed it. So I don't know. I mean, I saw the video, but the guy never says what university that's from, so I'm not sure. She should have added a sticker saying Allah Akbar, and that would have made it okay. You know what? That's probably true. I'll tell you something. last week in Minnesota, school kids were singing "Allah is good, Allah is great" during a Christmas pageant, and then in Detroit, they sent home calligraphy homework, and the homework was copying passages from the Quran. So, but I didn't see any liberal uproar over that. So it seems like the uproar is limited to maybe if you're Catholic or if you're celebrating Christmas. But like SJWs sometimes do, they've identified something that's a protected class, and in this case, I got to think it's Islam that is protected. You can't go against it, or I'm not sure it's a bizarre obsession that they have with it. So if your kid is singing Christmas carol, is not allowed to sing Christmas carols, but he can sing "Allah is good, Allah is great" at a Christmas concert, that is okay. But if you put up a pink Hello Kitty Christmas tree, then it has to come down. That has to be removed. So that is what we call tyranny of the minority. That is what we call a complete lack of common sense. And it's happening every day. And you know what's the amusing thing about it is, Professor, if you were to look at my Facebook page, and I have unfortunately a pretty good amount of liberal friends, and they'll say things like, "Oh, war on Christmas, LOL, you paranoid conservatives." Then I'll say, "Well, what about this?" And then it'll just be the same answer again. "War on Christmas, you're so paranoid." "Well, what about this example?" "Oh, you're so paranoid, war on Christmas." "Well, what about this example?" Say on and on it goes. So I know damn well that it exists, and I have a few liberal friends that admit that it exists. I can come up with dozens of examples. So,
hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, Ralph. There's Ralph.
There. What you guys doing, man?
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't see you pop in, man.
It's fine. Nora's asleep. I totally forgot about the show. I ain't gonna lie. I was actually supposed to do my show today, and then I totally blew it off too. And then
Ralph, you forget the show every week. We know that.
Well, I always show up though. Come on.
He does.
Better late than never. By the way, Professor, how about Kobe turning back the clock last night? Did you see that?
31 points.
Man, I was so stoked. Wow.
Yeah.
Now I gotta tweet Ralph is on so I get some fucking listeners in here.
Yeah, I just retweeted it myself. Yeah, I had to finish this post. It's Black Lives Matter supporting Congresswoman. I mean, not Congresswoman, but City Council member in Minneapolis. Has doxed like 4 or 5 people on Twitter today, and her account's still up. I guess you guys know that if I had done this, my account would have been terminated in like 30 minutes or less. But
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So what exactly did she do?
Well, she doxed 4 people by my count, and she's still going. Let me see how many hours ago it was that she actually started the doxing. I don't want to get this wrong. See, the first dox was 4 hours ago, so she's still sitting there. Nothing happened. People had written because they were doing a protest at the Mall of America today, and a judge told them, don't do it. It's against the rules. They have every right to stop you guys from fucking up their Christmas shopping season. And so they went ahead.
Property, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's not like they're out, on public property. So they went ahead and did it. Some people got arrested, this, that, and the other. And some of her constituents had written her emails, complaining about her supporting this illegal action, basically. And instead of just responding to them, privately, she took their email and then posted it on Twitter with all their info, their name, in some cases their full address.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's see, 1, 2, 3 of these had full addresses, and she just posted them all there, full name, full address, email, and their comment. Now she's trying to say these people are racist, even though there is no racist language in any of these, really. So I don't know. Also, Wild Goose sent me some stuff while I was compiling the story. She has taken a bunch of trips on the taxpayer dime to Europe, and hasn't gotten anything out of it. There's nothing wrong with public officials traveling if it's for an actual benefit of their constituency, but according to the report, she hasn't done anything, hasn't introduced any legislation in conjunction with that. It was basically just so she could go to Barcelona. Which Barcelona is pretty sweet, I gotta say, but it's better if you spend your own money, not the taxpayers' dime. But
in case people are confused, Ralph, let me just say this: the Mall of America tried to file an injunction to keep the Black Lives Matter protest from entering the mall today and shutting down business. However, because it's not really an organization with any any officials or heads or even a headquarters, they really were unable to issue any such injunctions. They were able to issue a few individual bans from the mall, but they were not able to issue
well, because there is no leader. But they told them that it was going to be broken up, though.
They did tell them it was going to be broken up. A number of the stores closed in advance of it, so people did lose. People lost revenue. People weren't able to shop today, and I guess it just it surprises me that a public official would take this kind of stance, given the economic impact that this is probably having on a lot of small businesses. I would imagine that once the fallout from this, comes to light, it's going to be pretty hefty, pretty substantial. The police presence there cost taxpayers today. I think they had about 80 cops. A lot of the small businesses had to completely shut down, so they lost.
All those cops had to get paid. Who knows if they got overtime? I don't even know.
Right. So what's going to happen is 6 months from now, when these guys finally shut the fuck up, there's gonna be a report that says how much this cost the city. And then people are going to be upset, and then they're going to go back and look at this councilwoman and ask her to justify this. At least I hope that's what happens.
I just pasted a GIF in chat. I don't know if you can pull that up on screen, but they tried to block they tried to block somebody at a traffic light, and it didn't go so well for them. Let's just put it that way. They got
that usually doesn't work.
They got some of them got flat plowed through. So.
Hey Ralph, while I have you on, I want to put this in there real quick because we finally got up to about 20 plus people, which only happens when Ralph comes on. You bunch of bastards.
Right, Ralph is a star.
You sons of bitches. But I want to add once again, because I said it at the top of the show, my email address if you want to talk about the show or have any questions, it's baconbits6000@gmail.com. And if you go to my Twitter account, there is a way to sign up for a newsletter that's coming. I'm saying it again because we finally got enough people to actually talk to here on the show. So if you want to sign up for the Bacon Bits newsletter, it's there. I'm not going to send it out until there's 10 or 15 subscribers probably, because I'm not going to sit around and write newsletters for 2 or 3 people. But when you guys sign up, I will get it out. So that's. I
thought about doing something similar. I have a thing on my website where you can sign in. Sign up for this thing, and it'll notify you whenever I put up a new post. But I haven't done an official newsletter, but I have thought about it, so that's a good idea.
Yeah, I told you I'd help you, and I'll help you set one up.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. So
it's free until you get you'll probably hit your subscriber limit well before I will, but I will help you set that up. So we covered SJW. Hey Ralph, how far into Fallout have you gotten this week?
I haven't played Fallout in 3 weeks. I did play some Metal Gear Solid this week. I played some NBA 2K16 last night, and I played, I love it. And then I played, what else did I play? Oh yeah, I played Star Wars Battlefront. Sorry, I'm not so.
Yes. Boycott that game.
Sorry. You know what? I got in a lot. I was pissed because I traded in a couple games, so I didn't really pay full price, but. They already dropped the price on that motherfucker to $39, so I was a little miffed about that.
The funny thing is, Ralph, that I saw you bought Battlefront. I think you might have tweeted about it, and just right after that, I saw Mark Kern say he's going to vote with his dollars, and he canceled Street Fighter. He canceled.
Yeah, I've seen some people say fuck Street Fighter because they censored some ass and some other stuff from it, so. I don't know if I was going to buy Street Fighter or not anyway. I think the last Street Fighter I bought was Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the Super Nintendo, which was an amazing game. But
that was a good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we keep... I don't understand why video game companies keep bowing down to these social justice warriors that don't buy their games. I mean, they had to realize these people don't buy your games, so you don't have to listen to them.
Well, yeah. Almost all these SJWs on Twitter that you see, they don't actually play games.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some that play games. I don't want to say all, but most of them don't. Most of them are just there for the SJW material, for the radical feminist agenda spreading. They don't really play that many games. So.
He's right.
I'm just being truthful. Now, I don't want to say all because there are some that do, but not that many. Not nearly as many as our guys. So.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense to me. But before we talk about that some more, I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy of Twitter support. As
please
Ralph
do.
pointed out. there were five doxes, and her account is still live.
Yeah, it's still live. 4. I counted 4. Excuse me. And yeah, her account's still live, and it was 4 or 5 hours ago. So, still going. Twitter support has done nothing. It's a disgrace, really. I know for a fact my shit would already be suspended. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Like, I have to be. I'm very careful about what I do on there now. I was writing a story about Deadwing Duck Claw, or whatever you guys want to call him, getting suspended yesterday, and I didn't even tweet it out because I don't even want to take that risk. There are a lot of people that want to see me banned, both outside of Gamergate and, to be honest with you guys, inside of Gamergate. Yeah, I'm very careful with what I tweet out. So.
Well, you got yourself banned, right? When you said you're going to cut your throat.
No, I doxed somebody. Somebody that I don't like. I went through and saw one of his tweets, and he talked about punching me in the throat. And, I was like, okay, bitch. I was like, here's my address. Why don't you just bring it? And then Twitter locked my account for 12 hours for doxing myself. Yes.
I just fucking doxed myself like 6 times today.
Yeah.
Classic.
Be careful.
I just
of course,
did it
not as
again.
many people hate you as they do me, Bacon. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too sure of that, Ralph.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Mine might not be as vocal, but believe me, I got plenty of it.
That's
King
right.
Ruckus, I want to thank you for catching that. Apparently, when you signed up for the newsletter, it was handing out my actual address. I just changed it, but thanks, Ralph. Thanks, Ruckus. You're the best. And fuck, I doxed myself again. That's twice today.
Yo, Doma Dave. I don't even know if I'm saying. Yo, Doma Dave said, "I love you, Ralph. I want you in GG. Fuck the haters. Thank you, sir." That's my opinion as well.
All right. Well, if I'm gonna get throat punched, I'm gonna get throat punched. You fuckers, bring it on.
Bring it.
Wait, so you're leaving next week, right?
No,
now?
you know what? I am leaving next Wednesday night around 6 p.m. or so. And I'm flying to the UK on a jet aeroplane. So we'll see.
And what are you gonna do there?
Hopefully ISIS doesn't attack. Oh, nah, just see the sights there, Professor. I'll leave it there.
Deadwing Duck. He didn't get suspended. His account is gone. It's gone. It's back.
Yeah,
to
he got flat out. I mean, they call it suspension. Like when they did mine, it's like a lock. So they locked me for 12 hours, and then when I came back on, you have to delete a tweet or some shit.
Well, they chased him around actually. His alt account got hit, and then he opened up another account last night, Sick Dork or something like that, and that.
They're gonna keep. Yeah, he's probably. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but he's probably on permaban status. Like if you get to a certain level, they'll just keep banning you no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's the end of Deadwing Duck.
At least for a while. I mean, if he waits like 5 or 6 months, sometimes they let you come back. Like Janet Bloomfield, who I do the shows with on Saturday, which, by the way, we're not going to have a show this Saturday because it's Boxing Day in Canada, and they got shit going on. I told her it's just the day after Christmas for me. It doesn't mean shit, but they got stuff going on. So, but yeah, she waited for a while, and they let her come back now. So.
Well, I guess we're not probably going to have Ralph next week, right? So.
No, you won't. You won't have me next week.
No British Ralph.
No, I'll be in the UK. I'll send out some tweets. I'll help pimp it maybe if I can from the hotel there.
And you're gonna chow down with Milo, I guess, right?
Yeah, we have a date penciled in, and we'll see how that goes. I'll talk to him more about it as it gets closer, but yeah.
Who else are you visiting down there?
Yeah, Ralph, what else are you doing down there?
Why don't you answer your emails, Professor, and stop harassing me? This is Stop the Violence right here, Bacon. What kind of show are you running here?
Oh, it's a shit show, Ralph. We do whatever the fuck we want around here.
But yeah,
that is great.
I'm supposed to be visiting Malo, Sargon. I'll probably see the co-host as well. Yes.
Nice.
So
she's sleeping? You can't wake her up?
Well, I'm not there. I can't. No. Yeah, she's been sick actually. So take it easy on her.
Is she sleeping, or is she just sick of us asking her to say "Daddy"?
No, she's literally. I actually got her to say "dirty daddy" the other day, and that was pretty.
I know. That's why I said you gotta tweet that.
That was pretty good.
Actually, I think you did tweet it. That's why we had 160 listens last week, which is like triple, at the beginning, and I think that's why.
Yeah, she said it. Somebody asked her to. I don't know if she said it on air. I don't remember, but I got her to say it to me. I was like, whoa.
By the way, I don't know where the hell. If anyone has a 411 on Warpig, let me know, because that guy is Mr. Reliable, and if he can't make a show, I hear about it a day or two ahead of time, and he's missing, so I don't know where he is.
It's the holidays, though, man. I mean, some people are just...
I have a suspicion he went to see Star Wars like 12 times in a row. That's my guess.
I love Star Wars, by the way. God, it was good.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it opening night, yeah.
All right, so without spoilers, what do you think?
Yeah, tell us about it.
I thought it was fabulous. I know a lot of people are sparking out and it's like, it should, and hurrah, it's feminism, and da-da-da-da. To me, it was just a great movie. Yeah, there are a couple lines, like, here and there, you're like, where she's like, I don't need you to hold my hand or stuff, but it's nothing new. I mean, we've had female characters like that before, in science fiction even, so I don't know. I don't see it. When I go to see a movie, I just want to see a good film. I'm not sitting there looking for reasons to hate it.
You didn't think there was some SJW component to it? Because I've heard it from more than one people.
Yeah, I've heard it too, but I didn't. To me, it was just a good movie. I don't know. I like Rey. Now there are a couple things, like a couple critiques that I understand, like how does she get her force power so quickly? How's she just doing? I mean, slight spoiler. How's she just doing Jedi mind tricks, like teaching herself how to do it, basically? And yeah, I mean, those are fair critiques. And I don't have a problem if you take down the movie based on like plot holes and stuff. But to me, when I go to Star Wars, it's not like I'm going to see Citizen Kane or some dramatic classic. I mean, it's a different type of film. I'm not sitting there trying to pick apart each little plot hole. Guess what? There is no such thing as a fucking lightsaber in a whole different universe. All that shit's fake. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, if you want realism, go watch something else. Like, I don't know. So, yeah. The Force, you can't really choke people from across the room and shoot fucking lightning out of your hands and shit. So
you're gonna get some death threats now from Star Wars fans.
I don't know. I loved it. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan. I thought it harkened back to the original trilogy, and yeah, it is. There, like some people say, it harkens back too much, and like it's kind of a ripoff of A New Hope. And yeah, there is a lot of similarities there, but they did that on purpose, and I thought it was good.
Right.
The lightsaber battles are more realistic, I guess. Like there's not as much flips and crazy ass shit, and the lightsaber battles are minimalized. That they save it up for the end, and then like one other portion, and I think it makes for a better film than any of the prequels. A matter of fact, it's my third favorite Star Wars film, behind the first two. So.
I'll probably see it this week, Professor. You're gonna see it?
Yeah, I'll probably see it this week too.
Or maybe we can we'll both review it on Wednesday then.
Yeah.
Or
I like Star Wars. I make fun of Star Wars fans, but I've always liked Star Wars. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping Ralph isn't tricking us.
No, I'm not trick on your ass.
It really sucks.
I actually want a screener to hurry up and hit the pirate scene so I can see it again. I have a cam version. I might just watch it on the cam. By the way, screener season. I don't know if anybody here downloads shit illegally, but Jesus Christ, the screener market is just flooded right now. I got it's already been dropped.
Ralph, I'm just looking at a news article from this morning, right, where.
Oh yeah, I got it. Go ahead.
Quentin Tarantino's new flick, The Hateful Eight, was released on a torrent. It got like 1 million downloads, I think, right?
Yeah, I got it. I haven't watched it yet. I'll probably watch it in London. So. I
tweeted, "Go ahead and call the police, you dumb fuck, and see how fast they help you out."
It's fine. It'll still do fine. Guess what? The whole script got released over 2 years ago, so I think
he sued Gawker for that.
Yeah. So
this screener, they traced this one back to the guy who produced this shitty remake that's coming out next tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, Point Break. The producer of Point Break, it was his screener that somehow got loose. He claims he never received the screener. He doesn't know where it went.
Oh, that's how the Hateful Eight got out?
Yeah, the Hateful Eight was released by the producer of Point Break. I don't know if they were hoping that that would deflect people to their shitty Point Break remake, but I don't think that it will.
Yeah, I just want the Star Wars screen to get out. Somehow I don't think it's going to get out for a while, though, but we'll see.
I wish somebody'd send me a screener. I never got. You know what? I still to this day have not gotten a review copy of anything. Even when we had a popular show, I didn't get it. Bunch of cheap bastards.
Just go to IP Torrents or Pirate Bay. You can get all the review copies.
No, I just want to feel important. That's all. I don't care if I actually get it. Just like a shitty
Stuff on the Pirate Bays are it's pretty low quality. Someone with a camera in the movie theater.
No, but yeah, well, that's
recording it.
just at first. I mean, before the good copies come out, like these screeners here are just like basically DVD qualities, maybe just slightly less. And then
They have them out already for Star Wars?
no, not Star Wars is just cam only right now. But Hateful Eight is full screener. Joy, Jennifer Lawrence's movie, it's already out.
They're asking in the chat who saw Creed. I'll just tell them, go back a couple of episodes, or maybe it was last week, but Ralph and I have discussed Creed at length. If you want to know what we thought about Creed, we've already talked about it for about 30 minutes probably, so go back an episode or two and you'll find out there.
Creed's so good. That'll just be my
So
only-
good.
Please see it. It's so good. Especially if you're a Rocky fan. You can't miss it. So
Right, so we said we'll just keep. I might just have a love affair with that movie for the rest of the year. I'm not sure I'll like anything better.
it's so good. I'm gonna watch it again. By the way, the screener that's out too. I watched it on a cam version. It was a really good cam version too. But now the full screener's out, so you have no excuse. Even if you're broke, go download that shit. It's
No, man, pay for Creed because I want a second one.
I
By the
agree.
way,
Oh, so
it is pushing 100 million domestically.
I think there's gonna be a 2, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. So I recommend you go see Creed. I recommend that you do not go see Point Break, just from what I've read about it. I don't know how many of you have seen the original Point Break, but this remake thing, it pisses me off every time. It's always pointless. They're always worse. Daddy Warpig, he tweeted out a link earlier yesterday that Warner Brothers has canceled press screenings for Point Break, which is never a good sign. It usually means they have a piece of shit on their hands and they know it, and they've embargoed reviews on the movie until early Christmas morning. So it's every indication is they have a dud and they know it. And I suspect what they did with it is, the usual Hollywood thing. They took the original Point Break. Sucked all the heart and soul and everything that made it a cult classic out of it, ran it through a focus group, and then spit out like Fast and Furious 8 is what I think is what happened here. So avoid that, or if you're a Black Lives Matter protester and you want to protest in a theater, go block the Point Break entrance.
Go dox the producers on Twitter.
Right, go dox the producers of Point Break. So that is one I would skip. So if you're looking for one to see, go see Creed or Star Wars, according to Ralph. If you're looking for one to skip, I would skip Point Break.
By the way, a little birdie told me that city councilwoman might be getting doxxed soon. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens there.
They're going to
She just
dox
needs to be banned by Twitter support. Support needs to do their job and ban her.
Well, that is.
I agree with
the
you. I mean, or at least lock her out and make her delete those tweets. I mean, what the fuck? I don't know.
That's what Ralph is right about. I mean, if Twitter support is in any way consistent, what she did is a violation of their terms of service, a pretty clear violation of their terms of service. So
very clear. I don't see how it could be more clear. Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on that, and everyone who's the listening now, you should go ahead and ask Twitter, ask support why they're not enforcing that TOS. But they did for Deadwing Duck, who they basically spent 24 hours chasing him around the internet until he was off.
Yeah, he's probably gone. He ought to sit it out for a few months, then try it again.
I said it at the top of the hour, Ralph, but you weren't here. I wish I had come up with a joke, but some guy on Twitter said he got the hook yesterday. It was a slam dunk, man. I wish I'd have gotten it. Now, I looked at the article that you tweeted yesterday.
I didn't tweet it. You mean
the
the
Vice?
article?
No, the Vice article.
Oh, yeah.
The Vice article. So
the misandry. Oh, God.
Right, I'm reading this article, and it said it's about male tears, right? And I scroll down to the bottom of your article, and I see the picture of this Vice author who wrote it, and I'm like, if you haven't read the article, it's on Vice. I wouldn't bother reading it. Go to Ralph's site, read his story on it instead. But they have a banner picture above their article, and it's a guy, looks like he's standing in the rain, and kind of looks like he's crying, and it's like a celebration of male tears. And so I look at the author, the bio of the author, as Ralph posted it, and I'm like, those aren't male tears, man. He's pouring bleach in his eyes. I don't know what the hell that thing is. But
She's really ugly. I mean, I don't say that like. I mean, look, I'm not exactly Brad Pitt sitting over here, but this bitch, it's like physically ill to look at this. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there's something going on there. It literally
I think
looks
there's
like
a little meth smoking going on there, if you ask me. But
yeah, it's bad, man. It's not a pretty sight.
It's on Ralph's website?
Crack cocaine, yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
crack
so here's what
cocaine,
you do.
meth
Go to the
combo.
Ralph Retort to read that article. Turn your ad blocker off. Go to the Ralph Retort, read the article. And
Turn the ad blocker off.
then you can turn your ad blocker back on for all I care.
I'll put it in the chat. The chat's asking for it. Only you can post the
Yeah.
links, though. So hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Massandri's here to stay. That's what the tweet said that sent it out. What a great message. Hold on, here we go.
I got blocked by one Twitter.
Here, paste that in chat so I don't have to ghetto rig it.
All right, man.
Did it pop up? It's not popping up on mine.
No, I didn't. No, there it is.
Goes. There it goes. Pesky ad block. Monday Matt says turn it off for Ralph's site.
I live by ad block, man. I keep it on all the time, but I do turn it off when I hit Ralph's site up.
Yeah,
all right, there we go. There's the link to the Ralph Retort, so have at it.
Okay. I'm gonna read this.
Waves at Nick.
Yeah, her photos are down later in the article, and it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah, scroll down to the photo. Have some eye bleach handy, and then scroll down to the bottom of the photo. When you find something that looks like it got its face stuck in a vacuum cleaner, you've seen it. Oh, I think we might get a jump. I'm not sure if Kay Nels is asking me to join the show or if she wants to listen to it, but we might get Kay Nels on here.
Yeah,
Please
bring her on.
bring Kay Nels in.
She
Kay
keeps
Nels,
hiding.
if you're listening, please come in.
So here's the link. What do we got? There we go. All right, I think she's asking me. I think she wants to come on, so I think she's coming on.
Yeah, put her on.
Yeah, we're
Ask her about the cats in Fallout 4.
I will. Oh man, I got to turn this up. Hey Ralph, before Nels jumps on, we were talking about the SJW training camps, colleges.
Professor, you're echoing.
There he is. He muted himself. Okay. We were talking about it earlier, and there's so many schools around here, and we had a bunch of stories about them like forcibly removing Christmas trees, and they took a tree out of the VA hospital.
I saw that. Actually.
They took a Hello Kitty tree out of a high school in Maine. They've done it to a few schools around here, and I'm just wondering, you're farther down south. You get as much of that shit as we do?
I mean, look, I understand. I'm a big person. I'm a secular person, to be honest with you guys. Like, I understand the desire to, like, keep it separate from government institutions and stuff like that. But some of the heavy-handed nature, like destroyed some of the shit when they were getting rid of it out of the VA hospital. I mean, I love Christmas. It is what it is. I'm not religious, but I love Christmas. So, I don't know. It's just annoying, really. It's just people being dumb. Like, you can't say Merry Christmas and all this shit. I don't know. I always say Merry Christmas. Sometimes I'll say Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas, just both. But I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Or happy.
You mean what I think about it? I mean, I don't know if it's.
No, I was just wondering if it's as bad down there. It seems like
Well, no. I mean, where I'm from, I'm in Richmond right now. It's a little bit further up north, but where I'm from in Memphis, West Memphis, that area, not too many people gave a fuck. So, and if somebody did give a fuck, they would just tell them to sit down and shut up. So, yeah.
I sent her the link. Come on, Nels. He's yelling to her. Get on here. She should be on here in a second. All right, let's see. What else we got coming on? Professor, what are you playing right now? Oh, he's muted himself again. Unmute yourself. Jesus Christ.
No, I've been playing Fallout 4.
I thought you hated Fallout 4, dude. Are you still playing it?
Ah,
You
there's
gave it an F on this very show. How are you still playing it?
He did give it.
No, I think you bumped it. You bumped it up to a D, maybe. But
Yeah, I think I bumped it up to a D. Now it's up to a C.
By next week it'll be a fucking B. Damn, what's changing your mind on it?
I don't mind exploring now that I'm not playing the main quest.
Okay.
I'm just walking around killing things. It's actually pretty fun. Wouldn't you say, Nels?
I couldn't hear you guys. There's like a delay on mine.
Somebody said, "What's this big white thing on my desk?" That is a blue snowball ice, and it is my microphone.
I will get one of those if you want to just go hit up my Patreon, and I'll get a microphone like that.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. How much is that?
It's not that much. It was $50. So, and it's a good mic. Really, you could spend $100 and get the Yeti, which is what I should have done. But it's pretty fucking good, especially for $50. So.
Yeah, you sound really clear.
Yeah, the headset works good on Skype, but for some reason it doesn't. Like, it's scratchy and shit when I actually try to broadcast, so I had to buy a legit microphone.
Nels, you missed 8 Ball. 8 Ball was on the show talking about it.
No way, really?
Yeah, yep.
You didn't do that badly.
Jay, all right. So you guys who listen to it don't know, but we had a friend of mine from back in the day. I was a bartender all through college, and we met in a restaurant business. So we had him on the top of the show. He was on Jeopardy. So if you hear, he was on Jeopardy Monday, but if you hear us say 8 Ball, we're talking about Jay Obrien from the top of the show, and the reason is that was his nickname from our restaurant days because he would run around like he was, on crack cocaine. So we called him 8 Ball. So I'm sure he'll appreciate that. When it gets out. But yeah, he was on earlier.
He's a teacher now, so I'm sure he appreciates the drug references.
Hey, whatever. I haven't gotten Professor fired yet, and I try every week. He keeps muting himself. I don't know what is going on.
No, I was laughing.
He's really struggling with like feedback and general YouTube usage today for some reason. He came on the show, Ralph. Before you come on, it took 3 minutes of the professor jumping in and out before I could even hear him.
Yeah, I don't want that feedback, so I was trying to use my headphones, and it just wouldn't work. So
he's a technical guy.
I know, it's pretty embarrassing.
I told you to buy a Mac.
No, Macs suck.
Macs suck. I agree.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Yep. My Mac's awesome. I love it.
I do not. I would not use that.
Ralph, what are you using? Mac or PC?
PC.
Ralph?
Yeah, Ralph's a PC guy. He said he's going to be right back.
Oh, did he take off? All right.
I think so. No, he said he'll be right back.
I'm not sure what else we got here. I was playing Fallout this afternoon, and I'm pretty addicted, Professor. I don't know where your grading is coming from here.
I get it. You could get sick of it, too. Honestly. Like, I think I killed... I killed it for myself when I was playing it too much that first week. I'm going to go back to it this week, though.
Did you finish it, though?
No. I got really busy, and then I wasn't playing games, like, at all. Like, I just got home. Like, I keep getting home late and going into work early. I got in there at, like, 7, and then I got out at, like, 6:45 tonight. So I'm finally done and can take some time to play games again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I am enjoying it, man. I am addicted to it. I found a random boathouse, and I spent about 2 hours building generators and shit, and I don't even know why I did it. I don't know if it did me any good or not.
Yeah, it's fun just exploring. That's why I bumped up the grade. Now that I finished the main quest and I'm just exploring, it really is I don't know, kind of a very complex, very lush world. And yeah, it's fun just going into buildings and exploring. There is
something addictive about it. I tell you, it's an addictive game. In fact, there's a guy in the Soviet Union who's suing Bethesda because he says
I thought he was in Germany.
No, he's in Russia. I believe he's in Russia.
Mm.
Where
in
else
Russia, Fallout 4 plays you. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Sorry, I'll be back. I'll be back next week with my patented comment. Actually, I won't be back next week, but whatever.
I know. You know what? You can just keep telling people you'll be back next week if you want to.
Yeah, come on, Ralph. Show up a little bit, though. We have to see what it looks like in the UK.
I'll see if I can. I might be able to, but we'll see.
I've been trying to pester Oliver Campbell into coming on next week, too. He always said he wanted to do another stream with me, and he used to answer all my messages, and I haven't been able to hear from him lately, so I don't know what's going on with him. I'm going to try and get Oliver on, though.
Did he drop out at Gamergate, too? Is he one of the ones that dropped out? Oh, okay.
I don't even pay attention to that shit anymore. So many people were just like, I'm quitting, and I don't know, whatever.
Maybe that's why he's dodging. Maybe that's why he's dodging me. We did a couple of streams together. We had a good time. He's a fun guy to talk to.
Yeah, I like Oliver. Me and him did an interview on my site a few months back, around August, I guess, September.
That reminds me, if you do sign up for the newsletter, like I said earlier, we are going to have guest columnists. Kay Nels wasn't on earlier, but I think I'm going to get her to write some stuff too. So we'll have me and Professor and Kay Nels and probably Warpig will all contribute to that thing. So go ahead and sign up for that. And now that I'm done doxing myself, it's safe to go back and do it.
You doxed yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you said your real name?
No, but apparently if you put when you sign up for the newsletter, it gives out your actual address.
Oh,
that's awesome.
You're fucked now.
So
yeah.
I'm just kidding. I
had to go back and change it. Ruckus pointed it out, and
I'll totally fuck with you. You'll probably be fine, dude. Look, if nothing happened to me and so many people wanted to fuck with me, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. I mean, some things did happen. Like they sent me a bunch of bullshit. I got like a pizza delivery a couple times, and somebody said some shit. Look, somebody said some shit trying to frame me for a possible assassination on President Obama. I swear to fuck. Look, they sent me a. It's like a BB gun, but it looks just like a real gun. And then it was a book called Death of a President or something, and it's like this fucking thick.
Whoa!
And then there was another
That's not even funny.
and then there was another like tour of the White House book to make it look like I was mapping out the shit. Yeah. So yeah, all that actually.
That's messed up.
That's really messed up.
pretty funny. You got some haters, Ralph. I like it.
Yeah.
I
really
like
do.
His haters.
Yeah.
You guys,
haters,
anybody wants to send me pizza, I'm down with it. You want to send me beer and pizza, you have at it.
Yeah,
you have to pay for it.
Yeah, you got to pay for it.
Problem.
Plus, the pizza was nasty as fuck. It like had all kinds of ridiculous ass toppings and stuff.
Like pineapple.
Yeah.
I love pineapple.
Honestly, I hate pineapple pizza. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys, but
I'm not a fan either.
You love it?
I love pineapple pizza. Yeah, pineapple and bacon, man. That's a good pizza.
Nope.
I like bacon.
And jalapenos. I like pineapple, jalapenos, and bacon on there.
I'll take the bacon.
I like Canadian bacon and pineapple.
Bacon.
Canadian bacon? That's not even real bacon.
That's basically just ham, right?
Yeah, it's just ham, for Christ's sake.
Freaking Canadians.
Who's the bacon guy trying to impersonate? Bacon from hell. Yeah, sir, I guess. I don't think I'm trying to impersonate anyone. SJW topics. Well, we covered a lot of SJW topics already. Music. Well, we'll probably get back to a few more. Who knows? Pineapple.
Yeah,
is
talk some shit. They want to hear us trash SJWs, dude. Don't you know your audience?
I don't even think it's my audience, Ralph. I think it's your fucking audience.
Well,
We had 156 listens last week, and I'm pretty sure that 150 of them were you.
Well, I'm flattered. Thank you to anyone who's here because of me.
That's why I'm telling you to stop telling people you're not going to be on next week because you're going to be British Ralph.
British Ralph, man. I'm going to be in the UK chilling.
Are you going to come back? You should come back with an accent.
Maybe I should.
Bill Gates is an ISIS supporter. Okay, I don't know. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Who's got a cold? Ralph, you got a cold? Oh, I sound like I have a cold? You know what? I think it's the shitty microphone that I'm using. I think that's...
Step it up, man.
Yeah, we're using headphones like that you'd use with your phone. It's not like legit at all.
Yeah, I've done that before too.
It's a pretty fucking shitty setup I got going here. So yeah, it's not good. I think we got. What do we have here? What level are we at Fallout 4? I don't know what Professor is. I just hit 14 this afternoon.
Oh, Jesus.
Over 9,000.
I'm at level 62.
Oh my god. I think I fucked up because I invested a lot of points into charisma. Because I got sick of going to the workshop thing, and there was things I couldn't build around the settlements because you have to be
Yeah.
So I started putting points in charisma. I don't know if ultimately that'll do me any good or not, but I think I was too early on to start.
I put a lot in charisma always.
I always do that too.
Mm.
Well, I like the persuasion options to work is one of the reasons I do it.
And that's important when you start like with the romances, I think, too. There's a lot of like speech checks.
Yeah, but it didn't work though. I went to I got sucked into like this cult, and the guy wanted me to give him all of my stuff.
Do you say it before entering those speeches, like before you start talking to someone like that? Because if you fail, you can just reload a save and try it again.
Yeah,
I did. I kept trying.
I didn't invest in charisma.
I'm big
I
on
kept trying
that.
it. It didn't work, so eventually I just had to kill them all.
Okay.
He wouldn't let me out of there. I can't remember the name of the cult now, but you go and you talk to this guy, and he says the first thing towards rebuilding a new world is to let go of your worldly possessions. Give them all to me. And so I said no, I'm not doing that. And there's a persuasion option to tell him you're backing out of the room and tough shit. But it doesn't. If it fails, he says that's not an option, and he attacks you to steal your stuff. So.
What zone was that in? Where were you?
I can't remember exactly where it was. All I can tell you is I was following the quest about the missing squad right after you meet the Brotherhood of Steel. So I was walking in that general direction to where you're supposed to enter and find the missing squad, and I stumbled upon them somehow and slaughtered all of them. So that's what happened there. It was pretty interesting. I don't know. I tried to look it up. I don't like doing that either, Professor. You probably do it because you hate dialogue and story, and cutscenes.
I hate it.
I try to look it up and see what happens if you go along with it, but then I stop myself because I don't like doing that. I like to just play the game and see what happens on my own, without looking up. If I do X, what happens? If I do this, what happens? I think that kind of ruins it. So I just killed everybody. That's upstairs on the Xbox. Downstairs, I just started Metal Gear, so I'll let you know what I think about that, Professor.
Oh, that's a great game. I love Metal Gear.
Oh, you know what?
too.
Now that I got the three of you in it. By the way, Ralph, you're a PS4 guy, is that right?
That's correct. That's what I'm playing right now.
Ralph's on a PS4. You're gonna have to eventually send a request to me and Professor and play some games.
Wait, I downloaded that game you told me to download. The
Oh, Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
It was
do a
free.
co-op.
Yeah, we're gonna Twitch Gauntlet. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Twitch Gauntlet over the break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that would be fun. I wanted to play that.
I played it a little bit. It seemed really fun. It was a lot of
It's like Diablo.
Yeah, so I had a blast with it. So yeah, me and Professor and K-Nails will Twitch that. Somehow Warpig has his Twitch tied into YouTube, so he's doing this thing now called Warpig Plays. So he plays Fallout. It goes right to his YouTube channel. I haven't figured that out yet.
You could do that from the PS4.
Right, he's doing it from I know that, but he's doing it from the Xbox, and I haven't been able to figure out how the again, I'll say like I said last week, the Xbox interface is atrocious.
It is. It's awful. It used to be the other way around. I thought like the
That's
PlayStation wasn't quite as good, but now I really, really, really prefer PlayStation interface.
And with every update, it ggets worse.
I got so confused. We did an update right before we got Fallout 4, and I was going to tear my hair out because I was so frustrated because I couldn't find anything.
I for a while was like one of those Xbox ambassadors where they would email me a question, and then if I answered it, you get a certain amount of Xbox Live points, and I could even log into like a chat and answer questions. But so I'm in this preview program. So if there's going to be an update to the interface, I'll get it a little early, and it's. I think we might even have a version of the console that's a little early, but it's awful and it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, we're going to start with the console peasant thing in the chat now. Yes, because Depression Quest is the bomb. PC Master Race.
Christian.
Wait, I think to broadcast from the Xbox, you just need that. There's some number. Isn't that how Ralph does it through Skype? You get that broadcast code and you plug it into YouTube, and that lets you stream.
I don't know, Ralph. You do your Hangouts through Skype, don't you? And
Yep.
then they go right to your site and to YouTube at the same time. Is that right?
Well, what I'll do is, all you have to do to put it on your site is to embed the YouTube stream on your site. So that's not really that hard. The way I do Skype is I use OBM, which is Open Broadcast something, and so it gives you a code when you choose other encoding software or whatever. It'll give you a stream code. You plug that into OBM, and you're good to go. I mean, there's a few other things you need to know, but there's guides all over the internet on how to do it.
You're playing a game right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. We had Warpig on about 3 weeks ago, and he went silent for like 30 minutes, and finally we're like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, I'm in a battle on Fallout.
I've done that too.
I can't get anybody to pay attention on this stupid thing, so I don't know what's going on here. By the way, Professor, I'm going to throw this out too. I just saw this the other day, and I didn't realize that the number was so low. But the number of Kinect games released in 2015, 0.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I saw that too. Come on, that Kinect is a piece of junk. No one wants.
Oh my God, I want my $100 back. What is fucking wrong? I just don't. If you're going to release a peripheral like that and then just fail to support it even a little bit, give me a break.
Yeah.
Well, it was mandatory too. I mean, like,
and it was mandatory. I just don't understand.
Well, have you ever tried to use the Kinect to control the Xbox One?
Yes.
It is really hard. You're like moving your fist or your hand and trying to position it over a tile, and then you have to push it. And
Even talking to it, it doesn't get it sometimes.
What do you mean you love your Kinect, Christian? You love why? What do you love about it? Because it lets you turn the TV on and off for $100. It's a $100 remote control.
Yeah, I know.
I love.
No, Nightmare is right. The Kinect sucks.
It might be a good. It might be a good microphone. The one I've heard that. So maybe if you're doing Skype or something and a lot through your Xbox.
That's the thing. You know what I'm jealous about Microsoft is about the Xbox is Skype, because I want to do some streams of like my games on PS4. I have a lot of PS4 games that I love, but I can't bring in Nora. I can't bring in some other people because Skype's not on there, and it fucking pisses me off. And then PlayStation's so fucking stupid. Why don't they have another like chat app? I don't even know what the deal is, dude. Like, I know they have, the obvious the PS4 parties and stuff, but not everybody has a PS4, so.
Right. Yeah, we have to use Google Hangouts. Like when we do cross-play, like cross-platform play, like with Rocket League, if like half of us have it on Steam and then the other half of us have it on PlayStation, then we have to start a Google Hangout just so we can all talk together. It's so annoying.
Now, why don't they have Google Hangouts on there? Like,
I don't know.
Anything, dude. Anything. TeamSpeak, give me something. Shit.
Right. TeamSpeak would make sense.
Yeah,
that's just stupid.
There's another new app called Discord. That's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different things, and they don't give a shit. And Skype has been on Vita. I think it's Vita and some other PlayStation things. So I don't know if Microsoft's holding out or what the deal is, but it's
well, they're probably going to hold out and release something proprietary that's utter shit, and it'll be mandatory, and it'll install on your console, update every 2 seconds, and barely work. That would be my guess.
Would not be surprised.
Sorry, Professor. I know how much you love Microsoft, but
we're talking about PlayStation anyway.
Yeah, I have both. I like the PlayStation more though.
Me too.
PS4 is just so much easier to share games and share screenshots.
Yep, it's like 2 steps. Like for anything. Uh,
That reminds me, Professor. I've heard a rumor that I've saw an equal number of articles debunking this as announcing it. So I don't know what the truth is, but allegedly, and I know you like buying shitty game machines and reviewing them on the show. So you were signed up for the Steam machine pretty early. So
Yeah, that's talk about an $800 paperweight that I never play.
right.
oh no.
So if you want, I understand there might be a Dreamcast 2 on the way, which is supposed to be a Steam machine kind of competitor. And what the article I read was on Cineblend, and it said that the Dreamcast 2 machine will be a machine like Steam that enables you to play old Sega games plus the new Sega games, and they're hoping to use the profits from that to launch their way back into the console market.
No way. But I think the console market is it's dying. That's one of the reasons Microsoft at one point wanted to stop making the Xbox. It's just because the games are getting so much better on the PCs. So
I'm not playing.
I don't know. I can't see there being a fourth player, right? Because we have three. We have Xbox, we have PS4, we have Nintendo, and I can't see a Sega coming in. I don't see how they'd position themselves.
I
guess
don't either,
Nintendo has
unless
to be-
they have some inside information that they think Xbox is going to drop out after this cycle. They're getting beat up pretty good, it looks like, in this console sales now. So, like you said, they tried to drop out before. So, I mean, unless they're thinking that there's going to be a player dropping out and then there'll be a void in the market, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But otherwise, no, I think it's a bad move. I wouldn't buy it. I didn't think there were that many good Sega games, except for, wasn't Sonic on the Sega?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Oh, someone wants to, I must have missed. Ramey, whoever you are, I think I missed your questions there, man. I don't know. Professor F, do you remember Blackson? I don't know what Blackson is. Is that a game? BLAXXUN? I don't know what that is. Jump over to the chat, Professor, see if you can answer that question. I don't know what that is.
Which one? Neo Geo 2 is a fighting game. That actually was pretty good.
That one I do. I know what that one is. I wish ColecoVision would come back. Oh, I loved ColecoVision. I loved it. I had Smurfs. That was my first game system, ColecoVision. That's how old I am. Professor, what games are you hoping to get on Christmas? Is your wife going to get you games? Do you get games for Christmas?
Yeah, but there's nothing good that has come out. Is there anything good?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I've been pretty obsessed with Fallout 4 this week, and I haven't really looked. I take a look at what's coming out soon, but I had E.T. on the Atari. Sorry. The Smurfs are communists, he says. That might be true. I don't know. I kind of wanted Battlefront, but my brother has it. I mean, I don't want it to own it. I just kind of want to see it because I heard graphically it's pretty, but I'm not big on games.
Sucks.
Yeah, it's only multiplayer though.
Yeah, I'm not big on those.
Fuck. I mean, it's arcade. It's just fuck, and I mean, it's not the best game. To me, it's fun, but it is kind of Spartan. Like they could have way more content, and they're kind of screwing people over in that way. But to me, it's still fun.
I've read a bunch. All the reviews that I've read on that basically sounded the same way. They said the first 10 minutes it blows you away. You're amazed at how graphically it's awesome, and you really love it. And then 15 minutes later, you're thinking, "Is that it? That's all there is?"
Yeah.
I like Battlefield better. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's not quite as shit as some people were saying.
It definitely is not a $60 purchase. I'll steal my brother's copy of it.
Yeah, I would have felt much better buying it at $39. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is now. That sucks.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's where I wound up getting Assassin's Creed at, and it was well worth the $39. I'll tell you that. I'm not sure I would have loved it for $60, but that's it. That brings me to another. That's a question I have for all of you. Why in the hell does the PSN network? First of all, their sales leading up to Christmas have been awful. I've been checking every day because I got PSN credits sitting around, and there just hasn't been anything worthwhile on sale. And when it is on sale, it's like $4 off. So you can buy the Black Ops 3, gold edition for $85 instead of $89. Well, I'm not doing that. And all the movie rentals, if you want to rent Mad Max on there, it's $5.99.
Why would you rent a movie on PlayStation?
I wouldn't. That's what I'm asking is why in the hell don't they realize how stupidly priced they are?
Mm.
I don't understand why it would be $5.99.
Just that's like iTunes type prices. I don't know. They just figure somebody will pay.
I play a lot of old.
If you have Netflix, there's no point in having any other movie
I
service.
know. Or Redbox. Like if you want something more like recent, then you could get a movie for like $1. I refuse to pay like anything more than like $1.99 to rent a movie.
Yeah, that's right, Ruckus. I did rent a movie on there a couple of weeks ago. I got bored and I rented Terminator Genesis, and she's all mad. She got mad.
I'm still mad.
I think I would.
Stupid. I would have rented it on Redbox. It's so dumb.
I think I paid like $4 for it or something. Because it's like $3.99. It's like $3 for the non-HD version, and who the hell wants to watch that? So I rented the HD version. It was like $4.99. So yeah, you know it, Ruckus.
I know, Ruckus. Yeah, I have Netflix, and because I'm a member of Amazon Prime, they have a movie service. But by and large, I use Netflix to watch all my movies.
I did when they had good movies. This is a guy on here on the chat saying Hulu stinks, but they're the only ones that Adult Swim. But that's the thing with these
Right.
we talked about it before, but with these streaming services, if you want to watch Seinfeld, you got to have Hulu. If you want to watch The Wire or NYPD Blue or something like that, and even some of the
Just
HBO
download it. Jesus. I mean, I have Hulu and Netflix both, but I mean, it wouldn't stop me if I didn't, because I'll just. I mean.
All right, Ralph, we already got a warning letter from our ISP for that, so I don't think we'll be
Get a VPN.
Yeah, no.
Or get Usenet, and then you don't have to worry about that either. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a VPN. That was the problem.
You got a warning letter?
Well, several.
I see.
It was me. I have so many movies on our hard drive right now.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I got like a 2.5 terabyte hard drive just filled with all kinds of content.
Oh my God.
I
I'm sorry,
noticed you didn't
Professor. You're getting
specify
fired.
what content.
Ralph, Ruckus wants to know what are some good VPNs.
I use private internet access is the one I use. Yeah, private internet access.
Oh boy, Professor, I'm sorry. When you get fired, we will get you a Patreon. I promise you. When you get fired for being on a show where we talk about illegal downloads for half an hour.
We're activists. I'm a freedom of information activist.
You're a hacktivist.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, the whole streaming argument was basically that none of them are adding new movies anymore because there is, Hollywood's making them pay for it. So now Netflix is doing their own stuff. By the way, I did watch The Ridiculous Six the other day. I took that bullet for you. The reason I watched it is because SJWs hate it. So even if you don't want to watch it, you hate Adam Sandler, just know that SJWs are really bashing The Ridiculous Six on Netflix. A Netflix original. It's under Adam Sandler's Filmhouse umbrella there. What's the name of it? Happy Gilmore Productions. So just go give it 5 stars or give it a watch, but go in the other room if you don't want to watch it. But it just every time you do that, an SJW heads for a safe space. So please go rate the movie a 5. It's holding pretty steady with a 4-star rating now. But they hate it. Why do they hate it? Because they say it's racist. It features it's got some Native Americans in it, but it's Old West language. So a couple times they'll say like Indian or savages. I think they referred to it a couple of times. But if you watch the movie, which I did, primarily the white guys are the ones that are the assholes, and the Indians are the ones that save the day and look noble and perfect. So it's just typical SJW nonsense. Which movie? The Ridiculous Six, like I just said. So go give it 5 stars just to piss off an SJW.
That's good enough reason for me.
Give me one thing SJWs are not bashing. Oh yes, Mac computers. You smart ass.
Who said that? That's awesome.
music video today.
Christian. I love him.
Oh, Professor, you're gonna live in infamy with that one. SJWs love Macs.
They do.
It's true. He's right. Seriously.
Every SJW has a Mac.
Yep, and a Subaru.
It has a Mac.
Yep.
Oh, come on. It's not just for SJWs anymore. I'm using one right now.
Yeah, I know. You might as well be driving a Subaru, too.
No, that's a hippie car. That's different.
No, Toyota Prius.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Prius, that's true.
A cloud of smog.
Yeah.
My favorite South Park was that cloud of smog.
That's your favorite? That's
I think
a good
so.
one, but
I really love that one. Oh, I really love that one. Professor, do me a favor. I want you to watch the series. It's a 6-episode miniseries, and I think either Ruckus put me onto it, or he also watched it after I did. It was either Ruckus or Harry.
It's Black Mirror. Is that one you told me about earlier?
Well, you already watched that one. This one's a Netflix. It says Netflix original on it, but I'm confused because I think it aired on the BBC originally. But it's called River. Just called River.
River on Netflix?
Yeah. Yes, it's a 6-part miniseries. It has a definite beginning and end, so it's not like a long-term investment. But I'd be curious to see if you agreed with me on this. The lead in it is Stellan Skarsgård, who you know from Thor and a couple other movies. He's a Swedish actor. His performance, it may be one of the best performances I've ever seen on television.
Oh, really?
I think if it was a movie, it's about 6 hours because it's a 6-part miniseries. But if it was a movie, hand to God, I think it would be an Academy Award.
Do you know that dude is the dad of the guy from True Blood, Alexander?
Oh, shit.
Oh, really? Yeah, I heard the name. The tall blonde vampire.
I don't know anything about True Blood.
Alexander Skarsgård is Eric from True Blood. And, and Stellan Skarsgård is his dad.
And there goes Ralph's.
Cool.
There goes Ralph's man card, Professor.
Oh,
Take it away.
I got into it. Listen, my ex-girlfriend was a huge...
Let me revoke his man card.
My ex-girlfriend was a huge True Blood fan.
Why don't you just go ahead and get a Dr. Pepper with a straw?
All right. No, I'm pretty sure you watched that too.
True Blood?
Sure.
Never.
Yes, you have.
Exactly.
I know you have.
Never.
I know you have.
That's
a lie. Yes, you have.
Absolutely did not.
Yes, you did. Don't lie.
He did. He totally did. He's lying.
I absolutely did not.
You did.
No, I did. Prove it.
You probably just don't remember it because you have a really bad memory.
Oh, Ruckus. True Blood was cool for a few seasons. Ruckus, come on, man.
That's true. Yeah, even
my ex. That's cool.
My ex turned on it after season 4. But yeah.
She turned on it after season.
Yeah, because the way they did Eric, but.
Oh, see, now you're just giving away spoilers for the. There's like 2 teenage girls in the audience that are going to watch it.
I didn't say
it's not a teenager show. It's pretty.
No,
it's
not.
Things start getting. Ruckus says things started getting stupid with fairies and
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
but
wait,
it was kind of cool at the beginning.
You watched it, Nels? I didn't know you watched it.
I'm pretty sure I watched it with you.
You did not. Stop saying that. We didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it by myself. I don't think. So I don't know where else I would have seen it.
Exactly. Stop lying, Bacon.
I did.
You lost your man card, Bacon.
No, Professor, somebody's still got to have a man card in this show. You lost yours in week 1, episode 1. And we haven't had a sponsor since.
I know.
Although maybe we'll get a sponsor from Ralph's snowball thing. Maybe they'll sponsor us.
Yeah, they should.
Look at him playing his game.
That's pretty cool.
Professor, you see the show The Middle? Have you ever seen The Middle?
No.
Have you seen it, Ralph?
I've seen parts of it. It's not like a show that I watch all the time, but yeah.
Well, if you watch the show The Middle, there's a guy in Alex's dorm room that you never actually see his face, and he never responds to anybody. But he just sits there with a controller in his hand, and in the corner of my YouTube screen, that's what Ralph looks like right now. He's just just playing his game, not tuning everyone out.
These fucking cunts keep stealing the rebound. I'm fucking pissed!
You play basketball?
Yeah, I'm playing NBA right now.
House of Cards is good. Yes, I agree. House of Cards is good.
House of Cards is my shit.
I like that show a lot too. Did you ever play NBA Street, like the EA big games? I love those.
It's one of my favorite games ever, bro. God.
I miss those. Why don't they make those games
EA
anymore?
has to kill anything that's worth a shit. God damn it. I'm pissed. Man, they could still make that game now. Instead, they're too busy making NBA Live, which sucks dick. NBA 2K, like, it's so much better than Live. It's not even funny. I don't know.
I liked a lot of the big titles. Like I liked SSX.
I liked FIFA Street. Didn't we used to like?
I loved FIFA Street. I liked every Street game.
I never played FIFA Street, but NBA Street, God, it was so good.
I was like unbeatable at that unless I was drunk. I loved that.
Yeah.
That's why I know any basketball players is because of that game. Because I don't really watch it.
I really like FIFA Street a lot. I'm surprised.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah.
I kind of want to play those again now.
I know.
SSX Ruckus, yeah.
I liked SSX, yeah.
That was
but
so
NBA
much
Street
fun.
was even better. Man,
yeah, that was my favorite too, actually, which is weird.
You used to like, Nels, you used to like SSX better than anyone I know. I think you really loved that game, right?
I did. I liked all the EA big games.
And didn't for a while we think there was going to be a Kinect version of SSX?
There was a Wii version.
Wii version. Oh, okay.
And we might own like the most recent one, but it's on 360. But it wasn't Kinect.
Oh, okay. It's on 360. All right. Well, that makes sense. You know, it's funny. I saw because we have it on. If we have it on 360, that's fine. But I was seeing this article earlier that they were knocking the new consoles for not having backwards compatibility. And just because you said it's on 360, and I thought to myself when I read the article, you know, if you really want backwards compatibility, don't run up to GameStop and trade your 360 in when the Xbox One comes out, and there you go. You don't have that problem. I mean, my brother did the same stupid thing. And what are they giving
every time? He's so dumb. He returns it for like $20, and you get rid of that, like thousands of dollars worth of games and equipment. I don't understand the thought process. It's like trading in your books after a college class. Like you spent $150 on a book and you get $3 back for it. No.
He says, "Wait, you're using a Mac and you liked FIFA Street. You're either European or an SJW."
I saw that.
Who said that? That's awesome.
Yeah, you're on a roll, man. He's on a roll today.
You should have Christian on sometime. He's really funny.
By the way, Professor, I am in the fantasy football playoffs, second round. I won last week. How's your team doing? Stop
I'm in the
yourself.
championship.
Oh!
You're in the championship?
I am.
In your first year playing. This is your first year, correct?
I got lucky.
Oh, big shot.
You're losing, aren't you, Bacon?
No.
He's in the playoffs, too.
Oh, that's weird. He always loses.
No, I don't.
You do. You've never won.
I've never won the championship. I've been to the playoffs before.
All right.
We have a tough league. How many teams in your league, Professor?
I think there were only 8 or so.
Yeah, see, that's a way easier league because you can still get guys on the waiver wire. I can't pick anybody up. There's never anyone available. We have 12.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing well because someone told me that I could like pick people up off the waiver wire, and so I've been like swapping players in and out, and after I started doing that, then I started winning more.
Yeah, oh my God, you weren't even doing that in the beginning? You must have a terrible... Who's in this league?
I don't know.
Is it just a random, like, bunch of people online?
No, it's Gamergate people, but I forget. But, you know, they don't use their names, so I don't know who they are.
Wait, you're in a Gamergate fantasy football league?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I didn't get that invite.
Because I remember asking about a couple of months ago or so, and someone said I have one, some person from Gamergate, so they let me join. But yeah, I forgot who they were, and but yeah, it's fun.
My invite was lost in the mail, I'm guessing. Ralph, don't forget to tweet about that newsletter. I'm going to remind you before you tune me out entirely.
Fuck! I just got a shot clock violation
Ralph.
right when you said that. God damn it. My dude was going up for a dunk, too. He's about to slam it home. Fucking shot clock violation. Right in the middle of the dunk. God damn
Messed
it.
him up, Bacon.
You fucked me up. Fuck your newsletter. I hope you
man.
Oh man, I'm gonna miss it when it's British Ralph next week. It's always the same because he's so predictable, KNLs. He comes on, right? First of all, I'll get a private message at about 8:10 saying, "Oh shit, forgot about the stream." Every single week.
He does a stream at 6 o'clock. He lets it come on at all.
Yeah.
And then I'll get another one like, hold on, I'm in the middle of an argument with somebody. I'll be right on. Because he's in the middle of an argument every week.
Well, that's
Pretty much every day, yeah.
yeah. Like you're lucky you're not just constantly in an argument. I mean, if you paid attention to everything, that's all you do.
He was fighting.
Oh,
the
yeah,
back-
if I did, yeah, that's true. I pay attention too much as it is, but yeah.
Well, it's hard not to. It's hard not to, you know,
You know,
address
it's-
some of it.
Ralph, I think another Deadwing Duck account cropped up and got killed in the time we've been on this stream.
He has
like-
alt. I know he has at least one alt, but one of the alts I thought was him, I can't find now.
They suspended that too.
Was it
He
the
tr-
claw?
He tried about 2 different alts last night and they killed them all.
Oh, that must be why that one went away. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Damn.
he really pissed somebody
And
off.
then they killed Soul Cab.
Yeah, and he
pissed me
wasn't
off.
even. Yeah, he wasn't even Deadwing, but they killed him anyway.
What the hell did he do?
He didn't do anything. He just joked that he was Deadwing's alt, and so they got him banned.
Oh my god. Is he back now? Did they unban him?
He has an alt. I followed his alt. I don't know if his regular one is back. I really like him. I like both of them, but
Oh, poor Deadwing. Like Ralph said, I think he's on the perma-ban list now. I don't think he'll be coming back.
No,
I
he's
don't
so-
understand.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see what he got banned for. I know that they said it was for talking about the dude who,
Nafe.
Nafe dude who had said that he raped his stepsister, which is really fucked up, and I understand wanting to get that out there. But the thing is, a lot of these people, if you're gonna target them, if you're gonna talk shit about them on Twitter, it's best, unless you're like Milo or somebody that's verified, don't tag them.
Don't tag him, right? You always say that.
Do not
And, that's
tag
why you
them.
don't get banned.
Yep, that's exactly right. If you tag them, you're taking a risk, and you may or may not get banned. It might be all right, but just be very careful with what you say to these people when you have them tagged. That's all I'm saying.
I actually
Yeah.
surprisingly saw Grums going at that guy earlier, tagging him. So.
Well, yeah, and that was brutal, by the way. Actually, the dude had tagged Grums. Now, see, the reason Grums will probably get away with that is because this guy tagged him first, and then Grums responded. So it's a little different.
Right, Grums said, "How's your sister?"
Oh God, that was. Oh man, that was just brutal.
And then
That's
then the guy said he was going to sue Grums for libel, which Grums said it would be pretty hard to do since he fucking admitted it on social media what he did. So
Right.
he doesn't really think he has much of a court case. So I don't even know who that guy is or what happened with him. So I don't really want to get too far into it because I don't want to accuse somebody of.
Well,
Something
all I
like
know is
that.
what he said. He said he raped his stepsister. So
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't make a joke like that. I wouldn't try to put that out there. So
Yeah.
Well, I saw the thread. It didn't look like a joke. It looked like he.
no, it didn't look like a joke at all. That's what. I mean, we all seen edgy trolls and people trying to say shit, to get a rise. But no, it seemed for real. So I don't know. It's disturbing to say the least.
Ralph,
So are
what-
you gonna
Go ahead.
meet Milo when you go?
I am. We do have a penciled in date scheduled. Yes.
That's awesome. You're gonna have so much fun.
I think so too. He's gonna take me out to dinner. I mean, if everything goes as planned. I mean, it's the holidays. If something comes up, but as of now, we do have something scheduled. So.
Make him take you to one of those Chef Ramsay places on the Breitbart corporate card. That's what I would
We'll
do.
see if it happens. I'm gonna try to. I mean, obviously, I'll have some type of picture or something for Twitter. I'm also gonna try to do like some type of little 10-minute recording session. I'm trying to put together a video.
A rap album?
No, not yet. That's next. that's 2016, later on in the year. But no, I'm trying to do some type of UK video about my time there. So
That would be cool.
yeah, I'm supposed to be meeting up with Sargon. We don't have that set up yet, but we talked about it on this show, so that could happen as well. Depending on what Sargon wants to do, I might roll that into some type of general meetup with any other Gamergate people that want to come.
Ah, that's
So,
cool.
yeah, so we'll see.
I was going on a world tour.
Yeah, Sargon was talking about. Well, I was on his show and he said he was talking about doing a stream, just like plugging it into his phone and doing a stream. So we'll see about that. We'll see what happens.
You guys could just
That'd be really fun.
just Periscope it
Yeah.
from your phones. I think you could probably get a lot of viewers that way.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't hold anybody to anything. It's just all tentative. So, but
Yeah, it's better that way. It's better when you have
well,
like,
I mean,
loose
I'm not
plans.
really there to. I'm there to do other things anyway.
Right, right.
It's all-
What? Like what, Ralph?
Stop.
Yeah, like what?
Oh my god.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, tourism. That's what it is. I want to see all the British Isles has to offer.
No, that is great.
You know.
It is. That's really awesome.
That's gonna be a good trip. What day are you leaving again?
I'm leaving a week from today, about 6:30 p.m.
Oh, so you don't have a shitty early flight or anything? You gotta.
No, evening flight. And I just found out last night that they serve free alcohol on international flights.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
British Airways, yeah, I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
So I might be a little sauced going into Heathrow. We'll see.
That's good. You could take a nap.
Yeah.
Play.
I was originally going to pop an
Blue ribbon.
Originally, I was gonna like pop an Ambien. I'm a little nervous about flying over the ocean, you guys. I don't know, but
That's your first time doing that?
flying over the ocean, yeah.
It's-
So, you done it
It's
before?
intimidating. Just, yeah, I went to Italy when I was in
I'm jealous.
school. Yeah, it was cool.
The UK was the number 2 place I wanted to go, like out of any place, and then the number 1 place is Rome, though. I really want to go to Rome badly.
Yeah, I went there. There's so much to see in Italy.
Yeah, that is
There's going to
beautiful.
be a lot to see in England, though, too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's plenty there. I'm kind of like a Roman history person. So
Oh, I see.
yeah, someday I'll make it to Italia. But yeah, man.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted to go to Australia. That's my deal.
Yeah,
That's a
that'd be
long
cool.
flight.
There's a lot of deadly creatures there in Australia.
That's always the jokes we make, too.
Venice and Florence are better than Rome, says music video.
I
Oh,
went to
Florence.
Venice and Florence, too.
I want to go to Florence. Yeah.
We
He
went
also
to,
says some dude yells, Allah Akbar, remember it's not a Christmas carol, so.
Don't worry, I'll be getting down if somebody yells Allah Akbar. Do not worry about that.
Ruckus wants to go to Japan. I always find it interesting
I
to
wanna
find out
go
where
there,
people want to
too.
go. I would like to see Japan, I would.
that would be really high on my list, I think.
I think the best job in the world is that guy from Bizarre Foods who gets to go to all those interesting places.
I don't think so. He eats disgusting things.
Yeah, he does eat gross things, but he gets to eat travel
You
everywhere.
can't even eat, like, mushrooms or, like,
hate
spinach half the time. I don't think you could do the Bizarre Foods job.
Probably not. Probably couldn't do that job.
Yeah, maybe, like, another food critic thing where they travel all over the world, but they're not eating, like, coagulated blood off of a
Oh
stick.
God, no! Maybe if there should be a beer show like that, like Bizarre
Yeah.
Beers. I could do that one.
That's retarded.
I get watchers. I get viewers.
Mm.
So, Professor, what are your plans for next week? Are you stepping on the show?
Oh, no, I'll be on the show.
Because I think it's the third. I think that's the 30th, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not leaving town, so I need something to do, so I'll be on the show.
All right, because I got to tell that dude Gamergate streams. I always have to tell him who's going to be on and if it's going to be, on time. So like I said, we're usually about 5 minutes late because Professor can't figure out his PC, and then Ralph's 20 minutes late because he forgets the show altogether. So
I'm gonna get one of those cool mics like Ralph.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
What's it called again, Ralph?
Snowball.
It's a blue snowball. Loosen ball ice. I'll show it again. It's well worth $50. So yeah.
We gotta. So by next week, or maybe before that, Professor and K-Nels will have to decide what day we want to play that game and Twitch it.
Yeah. Well, we could decide that this
Although,
weekend, I guess.
We've only got our other PS4 controller broke, so we've only got the one. That might be an issue.
Oh shit! That might be a good Christmas present to get you then, I guess. It's easier when you both play games. So it's like a present for me too.
That controller didn't last very long. That's the only thing that's.
No, it's like stepped on it or something.
I didn't step on. Did I? I don't think I did.
I don't know. One day it just didn't work. So it's
maybe.
either that or somebody. I don't know what else could have happened.
Yeah, well, we'll
If
get another one.
you guys want to play, I'm game.
All right. Cool.
All right. Well, maybe we'll
Looking
get.
forward to playing that.
Ralph, why don't you send Professor a friend request? Then maybe we can play. If you want to ever jump into a game, we could get you on there too.
What on
We don't-
PS4 or Steam or what?
Yeah, PS4.
Oh yeah, man. I'll go ahead and put my name in the chat. My PS4. It's Color for Ralph.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I was gonna say you might not want to do that in the public chat, but
I don't care. It's public on my website already. So.
all right. Well, if you get a friend request,
well,
it's gonna be
Ralph,
Bacon
okay.
Man Lives or Professor Kung Fu or both.
Yep.
Bro.
Yeah,
Add me
mine's
in, man.
Professor Kung Fu.
I like yours better. That's pretty tight. Yeah, guys.
Professor. We all missed the
Are
hat.
we done? Are we done here, Bacon? What's going on?
Yeah, I guess we can be done, Ralph. We've been about 2 hours in now, so what the hell.
I had a good time, man. I'm glad I showed up.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna miss you next week, but hopefully we'll get you back
Yeah,
the
we
week
miss
after
you,
that.
Ralph. You have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'll definitely be on the week after, though. I'll try to pop in next week, but don't hold me to that.
I won't hold
Yeah.
you to it, but if British
No
Ralph
problem.
pops in, it would be awesome. But if,
All right.
Yeah, British Ralph.
I'll see if I can pop in and give you my accent. Yes.
try to be
Yes.
shit hammered if you can.
Yes, I will see.
I haven't got drunk Ralph yet. I keep asking for him, but all right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on, Professor and Ralph. I appreciate it. We'll see you, Professor. We'll see you next week, and Ralph, I'll see
See you
you.
next week, everyone.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.